why I joined the liberation struggle, is that ZANU appeared to challenge the nationalist mode of hero worshipping. Yeah? Yes, it did. Because in ZAPU, originally there was hero worshipping. And the idea that you adore a leader was never there. It came now with you young ones. We never had it before. No one was king in ZANU. Come independence, you have a conflation of party and politics, we have a king in the party. It's new to me. We never had it. And MDC wants to do the same thing? Please, let's get away from it.
Dr. Mandazi, you say that we're not talking to each other enough, and that is one of the criticisms that where parties are said, look, you're not collaborating, you're not working together enough. Yet when they do, for example, the GNU, people are left frustrated, some people think they've sold out, they've given in, people are unhappy. Is this a case where it's a no-win situation?
The GNU, first of all, to go back retrospectively, the GNU had two objectives in mind. The first was to have elections within 18 months, right? For the MDC, their intention was that since they'd won the 2008 elections, election in 18 months would confirm that position. For ZANU-PF, we're in disarray in 2008. The GNU was a period for recovery. Recovery and to prepare for the next round. And they recovered. and the rest is... so ZANU-PF was imploding, it's MDC which is imploded.
Okay.
Yes.
While we are waiting for the microphone to go around, we have in our midst the esteemed Job Sikala, formerly of MDC, MDC 99, MDC Ngwe. He is well traveled within the opposition party circles. He has gone, he has come back, and I think it will be very valuable for us to understand from him what his experience is about internal democracy. These movements in and out and being nomadic, was it a frustration with internal democracy within those parties?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. There is only one thing that made me happy. That says that I was within the circles of the MDC. I'm the only surviving member in the original MDC who never had an opportunity to psychology. You know, my friend Jacob Mafume was in the Prime Minister's office, Wagutu was the Deputy Minister to Shinamasa. Saka, you know, when things happen like that, you know, like what Dr. Ibo Mandaza says, could our political party system in Zimbabwe must be able to bring about the value system, which is a major challenge for our generation. When we are doing this, I think I want to clarify this. I did not go back and rejoin together with President Chagrai during the period of his hype of popularity and power in Zimbabwe. I went when chips were very low. On the basis that I'm more committed to the struggle than individuals. Whom do I share a vision with? Whom do I share a vision with in this Zimbabwe for us to travel a mile further on what we started in 99? I saw it in President Morgan Tsvangirai. He came and talked to me quite reasonably. He made all efforts, like any other politician, to say, no, Job, I think we might have made mistakes yesterday. But the way I see for us to be able to move forward is this route, which I had a buy-in into it. So I thought it is wise for me to take my MDC 99 to come together with President Tsvangirai for us to be able to continue with what we did. Of course, there are quite a number of issues that causes conflicts in a political organization. Other issues are personal. Then they start fighting over that girlfriend. Then it explodes into a political halabaloo and so on. Mine is more concerned about our value system as the political party. who can move a vision for the MDC we started in 99 better with me, of which you must be also able to respect my choice. I think with President Tsvangirai, we'll be able to show each other the corners that we did wrong.
And so, very quickly, Rasikala, you keep making a reference to an individual.
Yes.
If it was not President Morgan Tsvangirai who came to you and said to come back, and if it was someone else within the MDCT spelling out this vision, would things have been any different?
If we could see it the same way, if Tendai could have approached me, sell his ideas to me, and that I have a buy-in into them, I could have done.
Okay.
But Tsvangirai came first. He sold his vision to me. I saw it and accepted it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rasikala. I think from his last statement, it is quite clear that the old adage that the early bird catches the worm is quite true. So by being early, we managed to get MDC 99. I'll now hand over the discussion to our speakers. I see some hands up. There is a microphone here.
90 years nekufunda kweso kwamaita makore apfuura nezvamadzidzo kumakore kubva wopata wana independent zvine here chiremerera mubvunzo umwe unoenda kune varume vairi veku-MDC yavo musaitawo semadofo varume. There is power in numbers. Mukaramba muchidimburana muri kuramba muchidivhaidha mavhutsi enyu muchatonga rini? Ini ndinofunga kuti kupusa ikoko. Uye zvekare kune varume vatatawo mabvunzo kuti so straightforward nekufunda kwatakaitiswa navamugabe naika pindurai mubvunzo weinternal democracy nenyaya dzesuccession kwete kuedza kwenenzvera nekuisa nguruve lipstick moti yakanaka.
Maita basa tinotenda Peter.
I'm Ralph. I'm with MDC Tsvangirai. My question is directed to Psychology Mazivisa. Ahead of your Congress, is your first secretary's position up for contest?
My name is Moses. I don't belong to any political party. I'm a citizen of this country. I wanted to find out, in a democratic state, is it a person who should decide that this person should stop being, say, a treasury or president or any post, or there is a process around it? Thank you.
Right to our Mazibaba philosophy. Mvunzo wangu uri kuna vamafume kuti ndiri kunzwa muchiadreswa kunzi muri we-MDC team mave nepolitical party here number 1 ndo yazvepamuri kuti vamafume muri kutaura nhau yedemocracy munhanikire idemocracy here kuti vanhu 4 vanogona kutaura kuti president uyu haachaiti ipo paine mamasizi anovhota kucongress. Right, touya kuna munin'ino wangu Mazivisa ndodavira kuti wakaenda wakarava hako kuchikoro, asi zvinoita here kuti tine political party ine constitution inoramba kuti musataure kuti toda succession mupati, asi kunyika tiinayo imi hamukwanisi kuti muzvipatsanure, asi tiine zvekunyika ndabvumapo pabvunzwa mapanzvenga hamuna kupadaira ipapo. Saka ndaida kuti ndinzwisise ndoyo kuna honorable Gutu former senator kuti nekudzidza kwamakaita muri MDC kuti pamakaita masuspension ekutanga ekususpenda Mangoma nana Mafupe ndaichidayira kuti kana kuti maonera angu kuti makasuspenda Mafume iye asina any position kubva kubranch kusvika kumusoro, hamoni kuti ndimi here makasumudza CV rake kuti asvike para.
Ndinoitwa pardon. Mubvunzo wangu unoenda kwa comrade Gutu.
Mati munozani?
Ndinoitwa pardon Maenga.
Pardon.
Ndikuda kubvunza comrade Gutu kuti paya pavaitaura via WikiLeaks vachiti comrade Tsvangirai is weak and indecisive. Chii chakazochinja chaita kuti vatsvangirai vave necapacity nhasi?
I'm very pleased that most of the questions were directed at psychology for obvious reasons, at 90. Look, I'll start by answering the last question. Pardon, Maengama. WikiLeaks is a rumor mongering thing. I'm not going to dignify. I'm not going to dignify rumors. I'm not going to dignify rumors. I think that is answered.
Okay.
Then I'll go on to the issue of the issue that was raised by Moses. I think Moses raised a very good issue. Moses raised a very good issue to say process driven. To say when you have a member or a few members of a party saying takuda kuchinja leader with no reference whatsoever to talking about a congress, then you have a problem. You then start wondering, Comrade Moderator Kuti, are these people motivated by democratic credentials or they've got their own sinister motives? So the long and short of it is this. Some of us, we had intel. We saw this coming. We knew that there were people who were working their socks off to ensure that Morgan Tsvangirai loses. These people had their own hidden agendas. Why? Because they are power hungry. They couldn't wait. But they realized that without Morgan Tsvangirai, they are nobodies. So they are saying, in other words, if Morgan Tsvangirai is going to have it, I would rather he doesn't have it. Put some musha. So you have people like that. I'm not going to mention names, but deep down their hearts, they know it. So the issue is that they don't want to be process driven. They know that if they go to Congress, they know that they are not going to win. They know that they are going to lose dismally. So this is why they then want to have this parasitic organization that they self-style as MDCT. You can even see Kuti, because they are so much in love with Tsvangirai's brand, that they wanted the T. They call themselves team. Ngawangotanga party yavo. They can call it.
Please, yeah.
So I mean, the long and short of it is my brothers on the other side, and I feel pity for them, because I realize that they did not do a proper environmental scan politically.
Okay.
They were short on strategic planning. They were short on strategic thinking. They have come up with a hopeless stillbirth.
Okay.
I feel sorry for them.
Thank you very much. Before you respond, Mr. Mafume, I've got one final question that has come through via Facebook for you, Mr. Gutu. And this is a question that says, do leaders in the MDC led by Tsvangirai need permission from Tsvangirai to talk to the party structures?
Look, we are a creature of a written constitution, this little constitution here. I move around with it all the time. There are certain ways, I mean, any organization, in a rules and regulations.
Okay.
Even good church, right? I'm a member of the RCZ and it's a formed church in Zimbabwe. So I cannot just go for a meeting.
Okay. So are you
something to do in a church?
Fantastic.
I have to be guided.
Okay.
I have to be guided by the rules and regulations.
So do the rules and regulations say that you need permission from Mr. Tsvangirai?
Not exactly, but all I'm saying is, Mr. Tsvangirai is not a demigod. All I'm saying is, Morgan has been the first one to say, look, can my issues on raise them, but you don't raise an issue by seeking to humiliate him publicly.
Okay.
Why
Thank
do you
much.
just go back to the constitution?
Please hand over to Mr. Mafume so he can respond.
Okay. Let's. I once again.
Please, can we give attention to Mr. Mafume? Thank you.
Once again, it pains me. This is a senior lawyer. To me, he's a role model. He knows the concept. But I'm really shocked. The simple issues are that a political party is about meetings at various structures. You don't ask permission. They are regulated in the constitution that we have. And you therefore cannot say that a district level meeting requires permission. A ward meeting requires permission. That is preposterous. Okay. Let us not mislead the people.
Okay.
But now, you see, don't talk about succession as if it's a suspicious thing. Don't talk about succession as if he is criminalizing the normal. To say we saw it coming, we suspected someone wanted to be a leader. It should be a natural aspiration of all politicians to want to lead their country and their party. We cannot go back to the era where you were making the criminalization of ambition.
Okay.
How do you criminalize ambition?
Okay.
So we have young people and politicians competing to say they don't want to be presidents. We cannot have such a culture. What we need is to be very clear. Mr.
Quiet, please, quiet. Can we please give
Mr.
attention to Mr. Mafume?
Are we going to continue this discussion, or it's...
Please go ahead. Please, can we have silence for the speaker here? But I would just urge, in the interest of time, to speed up and move to some of the direct questions that were pointed to you.
If it is in the interest of time, you cannot have a discussion where I am competing with planted people to talk. And then you say my time is up.
No, I have not said your time is up. I'm saying there were pointed questions that were asked towards you that require answers. So I was urging you to get to them so that we can take more.
Okay.
Silence, please.
Okay.
Silence. Shh.
We want to explain.
Please, can we respect the speaker? Thank you. Thank you.
That it is not criminal to want democracy to be practiced in a political party. We cannot have a situation where we give innuendos to succession in this day and age. All other countries are holding primaries for presidential elections. Even in Mozambique, they had 3 candidates for the ruling party. Everywhere they hold primaries. Even in South Africa, the person who contested against this current president was never called a sellout, was never called a terrorist, was never called anything. And in any event, now that you are talking about a Congress, that Congress, we hear from him that it has been moved to 2014 October, which is what we were talking about, that let us move the Congress back. But what do? You first expel people and then you call for a Congress. Will it be a Congress? Will it be a Congress? You can't do that. It's undemocratic and must not happen. And I am...
Thank you. Shh. Please respect the speaker.
And I will ask Comrade Job Scala, who I was with at college, who we did many debates, and ask him, good comrade, is this the vision? Is this the vision that we shared together as student leaders, where people cannot allow other people to speak, where people shout down? These people are 20 years old. Is this the vision?
Mr. Mafume, there are a few other questions. The Madzibaba, sorry, let me just take the microphone back to Mr. Mafume. Madzibaba Philosophy had asked a direct question about, have you formed a political party?
No. We have not. I addressed this ridiculous concept. You cannot say every time someone wants to be a leader in a party, go and form another party. It's ridiculous. You cannot say when you are contesting for presidents, go and form another country. These parties are funded by public funds. These parties are democratic parties. When other people want leadership, it's like saying Mnangagwa, go and form ZANU-PF Mnangagwa. Mujuru, go and form ZANU-PF Mujuru. It does not make sense. It has no place in a 21st century democracy. So we have not formed a party. We are still MDCT, which we started and which we contributed, and we are going to be there.
Thank you very much. Please, could we have silence again? Let's respect the people who are speaking might have different views. You may not agree with what they are saying, but let us give them the opportunity to express their views, even if they are different. So please let us respect the people who are here. We have come here because we want to hear what they have to say. Let us give them the platform to do so. Comrade Maziwisa, there were some questions for you. Can you respond?
Yes. There was a question that was to the effect that at my age, why am I seen supporting ZANU-PF? I think it's terribly regrettable that people should think politics has anything to do with age. That's where many, many people get it wrong, and that's why many, many people will continue to cry because they choose the wrong political party on the wrong basis. My choice was purely and basically on the basis of what values are within ZANU-PF. What is President Mugabe standing for? What are ZANU-PF's founding values? Are they anything to do with improving the welfare of the Zimbabwean people? Because let's face it, what other option was there? Let's say, for example, I'd gone to MDCT. I would be crying right now because they would have lost an election. I would be having a serious headache, wondering about Morgan Tsvangirai's qualities, wondering about what values he has as a leader. MDC Ncube, President Mugabe, like Tendai Biti correctly pointed out, ZANU-PF was busy saying, we'll give you a loan. Well, we've got indigenization, we've got farms. Westman Ncube busy dishing out bicycles, black horses for that matter. And you want me to join that party? No, not me. MDC 99, not an option. MDC Tsvangirai. So the option is very clear for me. I made a choice, a very conscious decision, which is I made a very conscious decision, which was in the national interest. And if you look at the circumstances, would you blame me today that I joined ZANU-PF in the circumstances where we've won every election since independence? There's a question about, at Congress, is the position of the first secretary up for grabs? We don't have sacred cows in ZANU-PF. We believe in democracy, and anybody who wants to contest any position is free to do so. And I'm not asking you to believe that. I'm telling you what is in ZANU-PF. Right. My brother, the constitution is ZANU-PF in a succession provision. I don't know where you get that from. If you read our constitution, I don't suppose that you have.
No, I think that's the point he's saying. Why don't you have it if the national constitution has it?
No. We are not guided by succession as a principle. We are guided by democracy as a principle. If anybody wants to contest any election, let them go through the election, the proper election process, and if they are voted in, it's as simple as that. Why should you think that President Mugabe should first be contested and he should go for there to be democracy in ZANU-PF? It doesn't work like that. That is immature, that is ignorant, and I don't think that is how we should look at our politics. We are driven by democracy as a principle and not succession.
Okay. Mr. Mazurisa, a question has come through via Facebook, and it says, when Zobo said he would want to be president one day, he was then made a minister without portfolio. And when Mavaire said Mugabe must go, he was thrown into political dungeons. Can't we say that political parties, particularly in Zimbabwe, by their very nature, are undemocratic and intolerant of divergent views?
No, so what portfolio did you want Zobgo to get? It is the prerogative of the president to choose and to assign people where they should go. Why should you read too much into that? Mavaire, where is Comrade Mavaire today? At least he came back. At least he's back with ZANU-PF. What possibility, what chance exists today that Washman Ncube is going to be called back by Morgan Tsvangirai? What possibility is there that Tendai Biti, who was expelled just yesterday, is going to join Morgan Tsvangirai again? There's no possibility there. We have embraced Comrade Mavaire back, and that is the end of it.
A question that I heard, we are coming to you now, a question that I heard that was not answered, that was put to the MDCs that they did not answer, was from Koma Peter, where you are saying, do you ever hope then of winning an election if you keep splitting and breaking up? He's saying that there is momentum in numbers. Are you not shooting yourselves in the foot?
I agree with Peter that obviously there is obviously strength in numbers. But sometimes you don't want to just have numbers for the sake of it. You have to have numbers when you are sharing the same vision, the same goals, the same output. You want to have the same input.
Okay.
If you are going to have 100 people, each and everyone wanting to be president, and each and everyone wanting to say, it's now my time to eat, you might as well have